Day 11 of the NBA playoffs just ended. Let's talk about it. We got some more series ending out today. Let's talk about those first. To be honest, this Timberwolves and Nuggets game, you would expect Denver to come home and kind of dominate. Well, maybe not after the last performance, but if you just started the series, you would expect Denver to just blow the Wolves out the water. But the Wolves showed a lot of heart in this one. Um, it really just came down to the last couple plays and some clutch buckets. Um, Jokic had a pretty bad game in this one. He shot like 30%. I mean, he had 25 points, but had it on like 30%. Murray had like 35 on decent efficiency. Um, but I just want to talk about the last couple minutes here. So you get some clutch buckets from something from Alexander Walker and Mike Conley, and then just Anthony Edwards misses his game tying three-pointer, which sucks because it felt like the momentum was kind of shifting Minnesota's way until the very end. Jokic kind of had this like dagger, like up and under, like flow layup thing he did that went in and he got fouled. I think if he didn't do that or he missed that, the Timberwolves probably win this game. We're going to be talking about this in a week. Um, so, spoiler alert for. I don't have a lot to say. Anthony Edwards looked kind of mad in this one. Not mad, but kind of mad sad. I don't know. Disappointed, I guess would be a good word. Because as soon as he missed his game winning three or game tying three to send it to overtime, he ran back to the locker room. He didn't shake hands with anyone, didn't talk to anyone. He just ran back straight off the court and ran back. And in the press conference, like the media press conference after this game was over, he didn't say anything. It was all Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert both fouled out in this game. But it was at the very end, so it didn't matter too much. Um, but they looked alright. You'd kind of want Cat to use more of his size to get in the paint instead of taking, his jump shots that he'll take every day. But Rudy Gobert was good in this one. I'm trying to make sure this is the right game. Yeah, and he had like a lot of alley oops in this game. So shout out Rudy, man. But so yeah, as I was gonna say earlier, spoiler alert, with the Phoenix Suns win their game later in this video. So you wonder kind of what this Denver like Phoenix matchup is gonna look like and who you're gonna take. And personally, man, I think I'm gonna stick with our Denver team here. I like what I saw out of them, and I'm not sure about the Suns. Well, speaking of the Suns, let's get to them. The Phoenix Suns almost choked this game away. They had a crazy third quarter of like 40 points. It was relatively before that third quarter it was pretty close, relatively close. Um but then that third quarter happened and then the Phoenix Suns were firing on all cylinders and you're like what is going on? Like how are they doing this? It's crazy. And then so they go on like their run and you think it's done, like you think it's a blowout now because they're up like 20 points. But who comes in the game but Mason Plumlee, the hero of the Los Angeles Clippers? Mason Plumlee pretty like single-handedly, well, not single-handedly, but started the run that the not Celtics, the Clippers went on to get them back in this game. He got a couple boards, like a couple and ones, and then suddenly the lead is shrinking, shrinking, shrinking. And every three-pointer or every three-point shot that's being put up is going in. Like Nicholas Batum, who has been horrid all series, it was like 1 of 7 from three-point land all series. Comes, he gets out of his grave. He gets up, he stands behind the 3 point line, and knocks down two threes. I think Terrence Mann had a three, maybe Bones Highland. One of them had a three. And it's a very close game. There's a couple minutes left in the fourth quarter now, and Russell Westbrook has a chance to tie the game with a fast break layup, and he misses it. Now, when he misses it, I think that the Clippers are done. Like, they fought all the way back, and they just came up so short, like a couple points short. But it takes a lot of work to stop Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, and Ayton from scoring, man. And I think when he missed that, like the Suns went on the run and it was over. But I hope Russell Westbrook stays with the Clippers, man. He looks happy. Um, and I just want to see him, Kawhi, and Paul George play. That's so much to ask. Devin Booker in this one had another legendary performance of like 40, like 5 points, I think, somewhere around there. Um, Kevin Durant had like chipped in like 20, 25. So exciting. So Suns versus Nuggets coming soon. And lastly, here the Hawks steal one in TD Garden from the Boston Celtics. I don't know what Boston is doing. Boston always plays down to their competitor instead of making the competitor play up to them. Um, Trae Young was pretty good in this game. 38 points, 4 boards, and 13 assists. And we'll talk about his shot he had later. Bojan Bogdanovic had a good game with some much needed 3 pointers. So this game was kind of within striking distance the whole time for the Hawks. They were always within like 10 points. And then at the very end of the game, they start coming up. And, oh yeah, we'll talk about this Marcus Smart foul. So the Celtics are up by two, I believe. And Trae Young is coming across half court. And Marcus Smart at half court fouls him. And they're in the bonus. So Trae Young goes to the line for two, hits both of them, and like, why did you foul Marcus Smart? What were you doing there? That was kind of silly, man. You're a little bit of a silly goose, Marcus Smart. But Trae Young comes down. It's the end of the. No, it's not tied. The Celtics are up two. Trae Young is walking down the floor and he hits about a logo three to seal the game for Atlanta and force a game six. So, like, can the rest of the Boston Celtics step up? It was really only Jaylen Brown with 35 points, 7 boards, and 5 assists. Um, and Jaylen Brown, I'm worried for the Celtics, man. If they don't get it done this year, even if they do, maybe, I think that this is probably their last chance, if not, like, second last chance to get this thing done with Jaylen Brown, because I think he might be leaving this off season. So like, just close them out, man. Close out the Hawks. Anyway, that's the recap for today. Am I an idiot? Am I stupid brain? Let me know. Leave a comment. I will reply. Maybe even featured in a video. Until tomorrow. Bye bye.